Hello everyone, my name is Jacob and today I'm back in World of Guns Gun Disassembly. Today I'll be taking a look at the SIG SG-552 rifle. Now I must admit I do not know a whole bunch about this rifle. I read that it is the main rifle of the Swiss military. I have no idea what the operating system is on this rifle. And so today we're gonna be taking a look at it, and hopefully I'll recognize some features of it and see if it has some similarities to anything else. But anyway, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So let's just jump right into the field strip and start. Alright, so let me tell you what I know about this rifle. I know that I've seen it in a couple of games, especially this front handguard is very iconic to me. I know that it is chambered for 5.56, I presume. It's got similar sights to an MP5 regarding this rear rotating drum. And the front sight also seems very similar. Other than that, I don't know very much. It looks like it has a 30 round mag, which looks pretty standard. It is of course semi and fully automatic. It looks like it has a 3 round burst function as well, which is pretty cool. We're gonna be able to take a look at that and how that works, hopefully. So let's just take the mag out and try to field strip this thing first of all. Okay, so we take out we take off the stock, and then there's a pin here and another one there. Okay, interesting. Then the lower comes off. That's pretty much like a AR-15 style. Okay, and then looks like we've got a gas system up front, needs to come apart, and the bolt handle. Okay, and then the gas piston comes out the front, which is interesting. We've got the spring and the guide rod there, and then the bolt comes off. Okay, so there's this interesting bolt carrier, a very interesting shape. We've got a bolt. The bolt head looks sort of like an AK. It's got 3 large lugs by the looks, but it's a bit different looking actually than an AK. Okay, let's take this out, and that's it apparently. The bolt head looks sort of like an AK. The bolt itself looks similar, but it's a bit longer. The tail's a bit longer. The bolt carrier, I don't know what that looks like. Sort of like a hybrid between an AR and an AK, because it doesn't have the fixed gas piston like an AK. Very interesting. Okay, and the lower is very similar in construction to the AR-15. But the recoil spring is above the bolt rather than behind it. Other than that, the mag release is right in front of the trigger guard, which is similar to an AK. Very interesting. Okay, let's put this thing back together. Maybe I'll get a better idea about it when I disassemble it completely. Okay, it's very interesting how the gas piston needs to come out the front for this assembly. I would think that is actually not necessary for like field stripping. I'm not sure why it is in this game, but that would seem kind of silly to me, because it doesn't have anything to do with it. It's not even connected to the bolt, so you should just be able to take out the bolt from here without messing with the gas piston, because that makes it sort of tedious. There's a couple of steps to the disassembly more than there should be. So basically what it should be like is take off the stock, take out the bolt handle, and then just slide the bolt and the everything out of the back. That's pretty much how it should be. Anyway, we've got this plug that we need to put back in the gas system there, and then we've got our hand guard, and then we've got the lower, and that's got some pins there and here, and then we've got the stock. Looks like it's also a folding stock, which is kind of nice. Okay, that's pretty much it. All right, let's see how this thing works. First of all, I'm very interested in the 3-round burst setting. That's pretty interesting to me. Usually they are like very intricate mechanical systems, which usually have some sort of mechanical counting machine system working in there. Very cool stuff. Right. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Let's just fire this first of all. Fairly similar to other rifles there. What else can we do? Can we set it to 3 rounds? Is that 3 rounds? Yes. Oh, that's very cool. I want to see like a is there not a thing there for is there not a cutaway? Apparently not. Okay, let's go for some X-ray stuff, and I want to see the trigger control group. How does it work? It looks very complex in there, and I guess it would be because of the 3-round burst. Let's see. Okay, let's go slow motion if we can. Okay. So 1 goes off, and then 2 goes off, and then 3, and it gets reset. Very interesting. I'm not sure how that works still. Can we get a better view of this somehow? Let's see. Okay, so there's an extra pin there. Right, so I can see the trigger is sort of acting on a couple of different things in here. I am not sure how this works though. Obviously this is the hammer up front, and it gets held by these two like small plates or something, whatever they're called. Let's see. Let's just go slow again. I want to see how this works. Can I press the trigger? Fire. Okay. Okay. Those didn't move. Oh, there's a thingy down here. Oh yes. Now this is definitely gonna be the counting mechanism. So you can see there's some sort of ratchet teeth over here. Those are definitely, you can see there's 3 teeth. Let's try and fire some more. So okay, so it jumps over the first one, and then jumps over the second one, then jumps over the third one there, and then it stops. Okay, it just resets. Interesting. Okay, so basically I don't know how it works in detail, but you've got this this sort of arm which is which acts on this sort of piece which has the ratchet teeth, and it's got 3 of them obviously, and when you press the trigger or when the hammer falls, it skips one tooth at a time, and it does that 3 times, and then when it comes to the end it resets. Very interesting stuff. There is some complexity in the fire control group there. Very interesting. Okay, I sort of know how it works now. I'm not completely sure, like in detail, but I have a rough idea. Okay, and probably I wouldn't be able to figure it out in detail if I didn't have a real rifle like this in my hands. In real life, that would be the only way I'll be able to figure out how it works properly. So anyway, let's reload this stuff. Let's get rid of the slow motion there. Okay, that was easy. What else can we do? Let's move it to full auto. Perfect. Nice. That worked. Can we just take a look inside quickly? I want to see what changes if I go from full auto to semi-auto. Can I change it on the thing? No. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, let's see. So if I go, so the selector moves. The selector is also this pin here, and it moves this thing. So it's now on single shot, and then if it goes to 3 rounds, okay, let's see what it does to this thing at the end. So that's single shot. Okay, it moves this thing in the middle. I'm not sure what that thing does actually. Moves it in an interesting manner. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, so that goes up. I think does the is that thing like a reset or something? I don't know what that thing is for. As I said, I would probably need to see this in real life to really know how it works. Anyway, let's rack the bolt there and change the magazine. Okay, there's also a polymer mag, and it's also transparent, which is pretty cool. Let's empty that one a bit. Nice. Okay, fold the stock. Perfect. Why doesn't it work now? That's weird. Okay, it doesn't work when the stock is folded, apparently. Very interesting. Suppressor. Let's put one on. That looks kind of cool. Way too quiet. Okay, and scope. What kind of scope can we put on there? That's like a red dot thing. Obviously can't see through it. Seems legit. Flashlight as well. Put one on the bottom. Nice. Okay, that's pretty tactical. That looks like an MP5 that's been slightly enlarged for 5.56. It's pretty cool actually. Okay, what else can we put on there? A laser that goes on the side. Nice. Okay, and let's get rid of this stuff. HWS, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a red dot. That's a proper red dot. Okay, interesting. EOTech, right, of course. That's pretty much it that we can do with this rifle in this mode. So I guess we'll just take it apart completely quickly and put it back together. That's probably gonna be enough for this episode. Right, so disassembly. Let's do this. Alright. So first of all, we take out the mag. Oh, I just noticed. Let me just pan. This thing has some sort of thing here where the bolt handle slot is in the receiver. It has some sort of cover for it. Looks like anti-debris cover of some description. That's pretty cool. Because it would be a not the greatest feature of this rifle that it has this slot on the side. Sort of like an AK. It gets a lot of debris in there in the action, possibly. Okay, anyway, let's take this thing apart then. So stock, and then we'll do pins. Let me just see if I can take the bolt out without messing with the gas system. Okay, the lower comes off, and then the bolt handle comes off. No, apparently I cannot take it out. Oh, maybe I can. Okay. No, apparently not, no. Okay. I have to take out the gas plug and then the gas piston. Okay, fine. Whatever. Right, and then the bolt comes out. Perfect. Now, there's quite a lot of parts in here. 93 parts. Let's take the bolt apart first of all. So we got the bolt head. We've got the extractor here. There's a spring and a firing pin there. Okay. That looks like a very fragile firing pin if I ever saw one. Interesting. Okay. We've got the cocking handle latch, as it's called. Okay, and that's pretty much it for our bolt. The stock has a button apparently that we need to take out. There it is. It's got a spring as well. Okay, and then the gas piston is only one piece. We've got the handguard that comes apart, and this gas tube as well comes out apparently. We've got the front sight comes off. Okay, and then the flash hider. How does this come off? Does it even? Who knows? There's a rail up top for mounting optics. There's the rear sight that comes off as well. Okay. What else have we got? The top handguard comes off, and we've got some rails on the sides. Okay, and then we've got the front barrel band slash like front sight base, and then the barrel comes out. Nice. Okay, we've got a rail on the bottom of the bottom handguard as well. Interesting. And then the mag comes apart as well. Right. And then we've got the lower as well. So bolt catch. This rifle is pretty Swiss, and what I mean by that is it's pretty complex, of course. The Swiss were always known for their complex firearm designs and other complex designs, and this rifle is no exception. But it's not terribly complex either. It's like, it's still acceptable, I would say. I think it's perfect for the Swiss military. because obviously they usually and emphasis on the usually are not in any sort of conflict, which means they need, or they can have pretty much the best rifles possible, because they don't need to worry about replacing large numbers of them, and so they can afford to have more expensive rifles such as this one. I can assure you that the quality of this rifle must be spectacular if you hold one in real life, so that would be probably kind of fun to experience at some point. Maybe I will. I must admit it does not really attract my attention, this rifle, because it's not really that well known, and wasn't really used in any sort of conflict, but still kind of cool though, especially as a shooter. Okay, right, so let's take that part out. It's just called segment. That's how complex this rifle is. It's called segment, right? Okay. Let's put it back together then. It's sort of pretty much intuitive. I wouldn't say it's terribly good, but it's not terribly bad either. The most terrible part is obviously the 3-round burst control setting mechanism on the inside of the fire control group, but other than that, it's not terrible actually. Okay, let's put the pistol grip back on. This is sort of like an AK, just attached with one screw, but this one is actually going from the top rather than from the bottom like an AK. What is this called? The automatic fire pole. Interesting. That thing moves when you move the selector lever. Not sure exactly what it does, but it's something. Okay, so we've got the something. Oh, we've got this spring, which doesn't go in quite yet. The trigger goes in first. Okay. Can I click on this? No, it doesn't go in yet. What else do we have? Let's see. There's a pin there. That's the selector lever. And then we've got another spring. It goes on the inside. There's another pin. And another one. We've got the mag release. Where do these things go in? Oh, this spring goes in first. Oh, for Christ's sake, come on. Click on the little spring. Okay. And then the release bar goes in. Right. And then we've got the bolt catch. Okay. So that's pretty much it for our lower, hopefully. Let's do the hand guards and stuff. And the barrel. Let's put the barrel back in. And then we've got a whole mess of little parts here. So we've got this. No, we've got the catch pin assembly. Okay, that goes on the barrel, right? And then we've got the gas tube. Perfect. The front side goes on top of this gas port. Okay, and then we've got the upper handguard Picatinny rails. Okay, so the lower handguards should go on, right? And then the upper one should go on as well, right? And then we've got this top-mounted Picatinny rail for the receiver, that sort of mounts to the rear sight base. That's pretty clever actually, how that works. That's pretty nice. And then we've got the flash hider goes on there. Okay. Let's see. I think we can do the mag as well. Right. And then we've got the stock also with the button, and then the bolt. So we've got the firing pin that goes in to the bolt, and then we've got the extractor, right? That goes into the bolt carrier. That goes in the gun after this cocking handle catch. Okay. And then we've got the rear sight, obviously, that needs to go back on. Okay. And then the spring and the guide rod go in. We've got the gas piston, goes in from the front. Okay. And the plug. Right. And then we've got the lower, attaches to the upper with some pins. And another one. Okay. And then we've got the stock with its own pin and the mag. No? Apparently I've missed something. Oh, the bolt handle also needs to go in. And this screw. Okay, right. There we go. That is one reassembled SIG SG-552. Interesting. Okay. So, this is quite a cool rifle. It's sort of got some features from an AK and sort of some features from an AR, but it doesn't resemble any of those necessarily. It's got some added complexity with the 3-round burst, but overall seems to be quite nicely made. It does seem to have quite a few modern touches, such as the rails and stuff like that, but also seems to have some nice iron sights as well. So overall, it seems like a very nice rifle, and if the Swiss are using it, it's probably pretty cool as well. So anyway, I think that's pretty much enough for this video. I hope you learned something today. I know I certainly did. I didn't know anything about this rifle before, and now I do know some stuff, maybe. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this rifle and this video. If you liked it, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos, and I will see you next time.